In 2008, supernatural teen romance fandom shifted into overdrive when the first of Stephenie Meyer's wildly popular Twilight novels hit the big screen. Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson instantly ascended to A-list status as the saga's star-crossed lovers, klutzy human teen Bella Swan and her enigmatic vampire paramour, Edward Cullen. But, since the Twilight franchise ended in 2012, Stewart and Pattinson have also led fascinating careers largely in the indie film world, with the former even garnering an Oscar nomination. Ahead, find Hollywood Stars' 1960s roundup of what the film stars Pattinson and Stewart, as well as other cast members like Taylor Lautner and Nikki Reed, have been up to since the series ended. Kristen Stewart as Bella Swan. Born April 9, 1990. Before she was Bella Swan, Kristen Stewart was a child actress, most notably playing the young daughter of Jodie Foster's character in 2002's Panic Room. As a teenager, her credits included Speed, 2004, Zathura, A Space Adventure, 2005, In the Land of Women, 2007, and Into the Wild, 2007, since becoming one of the most bankable stars in the world at age 18. She's parlayed her mega fame into freedom when choosing roles, while one of her first post-Twilight parts was the title princess in another big-budget romance. 2012's Snow White and the Huntsman, Stewart eventually gravitated more toward indie and art house projects, including 2014's Still Alice and Clouds of Sils Maria, 2015's American Ultra, 2016's Certain Women, Café Society, Personal Shopper, and Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, and 2018's Lizzie. Stewart has continued to lead films, such as Charlie's Angels, 2019, Underwater, 2020, and Happiest Season, 2020, and went on to earn her first Oscar nomination for playing Princess Diana in Pablo Larraín's 2021 biopic, Fable. Spencer. Today she is 35. Robert Pattinson as Edward Cullen. Born the 13th of May 1986. Robert Pattinson's career first took off when he was cast as handsome Hufflepuff Cedric Diggory in 2005's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, when he landed the role of the sensitive, sparkly forever teenage vampire Edward Cullen. However, he was launched to a whole new level of superstardom, since the Twilight saga ended with 2012's Breaking Dawn Part 2. Pattinson, like Stewart, has developed his art house resume by taking on roles in a variety of indie and auteur projects, including David Cronenberg's Cosmopolis, 2012, and Maps to the Stars, 2014. Werner Herzog's Queen of the Desert, 2015. James Gray's The Lost City of Z, 2016. Josh and Benny Safdie's Good Time, 2017. Claire Denis' High Life, 2018. And Robert Eggers' The Lighthouse, 2019. He returned to blockbuster filmmaking with Christopher Nolan's Tenet, 2020, and as the titular Caped Crusader in Matt Reeves' The Batman, 2022. Pattinson and actor-musician Suki Waterhouse got engaged in 2023 after having been linked since 2018. They welcomed their first child in March 2024. Today he is 39. Taylor Lautner as Jacob Black. Born February 11, 1992. Before playing Jacob Black, the blossoming werewolf and third player in Twilight's central love triangle, Taylor Lautner's resume included 2005's The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lavagirl 3D and Cheaper by the Dozen 2, as well as a handful of TV credits. Post-Twilight, he has mostly stepped away from the spotlight, popping up in a handful of projects such as 2015's The Ridiculous Six and on the TV series Cuckoo and Scream Queens. Lautner returned to film after a 6-year hiatus to star opposite Kevin James in the 2022 Netflix football comedy Home Team. While Lautner has had high-profile romances with stars like Taylor Swift, Lily Collins, and his Scream Queens co-star Billy Lord, he married Taylor Dome, a nurse, in 2018. Today he is 33. Kellan Lutz as Emmett Cullen. Born March 15, 1985. After a handful of TV appearances, Kellan Lutz landed his first film credits in 2006 with the teen comedies Stick It and Accepted before getting his breakout role as Emmett Cullen. Since playing Edward's brother, the scariest, most fun-loving vamp in the family, many of Lutz's film roles have been in action movies. Emmett would be so proud, including 2011's Immortals, 2013's Java Heat, 2014's The Legend of Hercules, The Expendables 3, and Extraction, and 2018's Seven Guardians of the Tomb. He has also appeared on all 3 of CBS' FBI series as Special Agent Kenny Crosby and Netflix's Adi Shankar's The Guardians of Justice Will Save You. as King Tsunami. Lutz married TV host and model Brittany Gonzalez, married in 2017. They have 2 children together. Today he is 40. Nikki Reed as Rosalie Hale. Born May 17, 1988. Nikki Reed picked up her first film credit when she starred in 2003's 13, which she co-wrote with director Catherine Hardwicke, who later cast Reed as the striking but cold Rosalie Hale in the first Twilight film. Since Reed's last performance as Rosalie, she has had roles in the films Pawn, 2013, Balls Out, 2014, and In Your Eyes, 2014, among others, and played Betsy Ross in the 3rd season of Sleepy Hollow. Reed is also a musician, and, in 2012, released an EP, The Best Part, with then-husband Paul McDonald. She returned to the vampire world with a recurring role on the short-lived Netflix series 5 Wars, which starred her husband, Ian Somerhalder, who also played another vampire on The Vampire Diaries. Reed and Somerhalder wed in 2015 and have 2 kids. Today she is 37. Ashley Greene as Alice Cullen. Born February 21, 1987. Though she had a few film and TV credits under her belt when she joined the cast of Twilight, Ashley Greene got her breakout moment when she earned the part of clairvoyant vampire Alice Cullen. After the saga wrapped, she had a recurring role on the police drama Rogue and appeared in the films CBGB, 2013, Wish I Was Here, 2014, Burying the Ex, 2014, Staten Island Summer, 2015, In Dubious Battle, 2016, Bombshell, 2019, Aftermath, 2021, and Wrong Place, 2022, among others. Greene married Australian TV personality Paul Cowrie in 2018 and they have 1 daughter together, who was born in 2022. Today she is 38. Jackson Rathbone as Jasper Hale. Born December 14, 1984. Before he was Confederate soldier turned vegetarian vampire Jasper Hale, Jackson Rathbone made his big screen debut in 2005's River's End, appeared in episodes of The OC and The War at Home, and had a major role on the short-lived drama series Beautiful People. In the years since Breaking Dawn Part 2, he has had roles on the series Aim High, Finding Carter, and The Last Ship, and in the film City of Dead Men, 2014. Polly Road, 2016, Until We Meet Again, 2022, and Condor's Nest, 2023, among other credits. Rathbone married Sheila Hofstede in 2013. The couple have 3 children together. Nikki Reed is the godmother of their oldest son. He is 41. Peter Facinelli as Carlisle Cullen. Born November 26, 1973. When Peter Facinelli was cast as Cullen Patriarch Carlisle, he was best known for starring in 1998's Can't Hardly Wait, minor roles in the films Riding in Cars with Boys, 2001, and The Scorpion King, 2002, and parts on the short-lived series Fastlane, as well as 6 Feet Under and Damages. Post-Twilight, he had a main role on Nurse Jackie and made appearances on Glee, Supergirl, SWAT, Magnum P.I., and Roar. On the big screen, Facinelli had parts in The Wild Wedding, 2017, Catch the Bullet, 2021, and God Save the Queens, 2022. Facinelli married actress Jenny Garth in 2001. They had 3 daughters together before divorcing in 2013. He also had a romance with actress Jamie Alexander before becoming engaged to Lillian Harrison in 2020. They had a son together in 2022. Today he is 42. Elizabeth Reaser as Esme Cullen. Born July 2, 1975. Before she played Edward's adoptive mother, Esme Cullen, Elizabeth Reaser's list of credits included the films Sweet Land, 2005, The Family Stone, 2005, and Puccini for Beginners, 2006, among others, as well as an Emmy-nominated recurring role on Grey's Anatomy and a starring role on the short-lived medical drama Saved. After hanging up her vegetarian vampire fangs, Reaser appeared in many films, including Liberal Arts, 2012, Hello, My Name is Doris, 2015, and Ouija, Origin of Evil, 2016, as well as the 2018 miniseries The Haunting of Hill House, episodes of Easy, True Detective, The Handmaid's Tale, and American Crime Story, and in her memorable gig as the controversial Diana the Waitress in the final season of Mad Men. In April 2024, Reaser told Vogue that she had quietly married Bruce Gilbert in 2023. Today she is 50. Billy Burke as Charlie Swan. Born November 25, 1966. Billy Burke had racked up dozens of film and TV credits before he was cast as Charlie Swan, Bella's perpetually worried father. Since leaving Forks, he has had roles in the films Angels in Stardust, 2013, and Lights Out, 2016, as well as small turns on The Closer, Rizzoli and Isles, and Chicago PD, and larger parts on Revolution, Zoo, Maid, 911, Lone Star, and Fire Country. Burke was married to actress Pollyanna Rose until 2017. They have a daughter together. Today he is 59. Eddie Gathegi as Laurent, born March 10, 1979. Eddie Gathegi made his big screen debut in 2006's Crank, which he followed up with 2007's Gone Baby Gone, Death Sentence, and a recurring role on House, before joining the cast of Twilight as the vampire Laurent. Since his character's final appearance in 2011's Breaking Dawn Part 1, he has had roles in the films X-Men, First Class, 2011, Aloha, 2015, Criminal Activities, 2015, and The Harder They Fall, 2021, and appeared on the series Beauty and the Beast, Justified, The Blacklist, Startup, Briarpatch, and For All Mankind. Gathegi married Romanian actress Adriana Marinescu in 2018. Today he is 46. Cam Gigandid as James, born August 16, 1982. Before he was cast as the evil vampire James, Cam Gigandid had taken on recurring roles on The OC and The Young and the Restless, among other TV and film appearances. Since saying goodbye to Twilight, after James's fiery demise at the end of the first movie, his film credits include Easy A, 2010, Burlesque, 2010, The Roommate, 2011, In the Blood, 2014, The Magnificent Seven, 2016, Without Remorse, 2021, and Violent Night, 2022. Gigandid has 3 children with his ex-wife, Dominique Geisendorf. They were married from 2008 to 2022. He is 43. Rochelle Lefevre as Victoria, born February 1, 1979. Twilight villain Victoria was played by Bryce Dallas Howard in Eclipse, 2010. But Rochelle Lefevre originated the role in the saga's first 2 films. Before she sought bloody vamp revenge against Edward and Bella, Lefevre's credits included the films Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, 2002, Head in the Clouds, 2004, and Fugitive Pieces, 2007, as well as appearances on the shows Charmed, Bones, and Veronica Mars, among others. Since her final Twilight Saga appearance in 2009's New Moon, Lefevre has appeared in the movies Barney's Version, 2010, Casino Jack, 2010, Homefront, 2013, White House Down, 2013, and Hollow in the Land, 2017. And on the series A Gifted Man, Under the Dome, Proven Innocent, and The Sounds. Lefevre and her husband Chris Crary have 2 children. Today she is 46. Sarah Clark as Renee Dwyer, born February 16, 1972. Bella's mother, Renee, is played by Sarah Clark, whose resume at the time included episodes of Sex and the City, Ed, Las Vegas, and 24, as well as the films 13 and Happy Endings, 2005. Post-Twilight, Clark appeared on Nikita and NCIS, had recurring roles on Covert Affairs and The Tomorrow People, and was part of the main cast of Bosch. She also had a small role as Tanya in the Oscar-winning film Coda, 2021, and a main role in the award-winning Alchemy of the Spirit, 2022. Clark met her husband, Xander Berkeley, on the set of 24. They married in 2022 and have 2 daughters together. Today she is 53. Gil Birmingham as Billy Black, born July 13, 1953. When Gil Birmingham was cast as Billy Black, Jacob's father and Quileute council member, his long list of credits already included appearances on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Charmed, and Veronica Mars, as well as roles in the films Skins, 2002, and End of the Spear, 2005. Since the Twilight Saga came to an end, he has appeared in The Lone Ranger, 2013, Best Picture nominee Hell or High Water, 2016, and Wind River, 2017, as well as the TV series Banshee, House of Cards, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Animal Kingdom, Yellowstone, and the miniseries Under the Banner of Heaven. Today he is 72. Anna Kendrick as Jessica Stanley, born August 9, 1985. Michael Welch had been a celebrated actor for a decade when he was cast as Sweet Mike Newton, Bella's classmate with an unrequited crush. His first credit came in a 1998 episode of Frasier, and he would appear on many more series in the late 90s and early 2000s, including The X-Files and Malcolm in the Middle. He also had a main role on Joan of Arcadia and appeared in the 2006 film All the Boys Love Mandy Lane before joining the cast of Twilight. Since his time pining for Bella, Welch has appeared in episodes of Grimm, NCIS, New Orleans, Scandal, Lucifer, Another Period, Station 19, and Quantum Leap, as well as a lead role on Z Nation. Welch married his second wife, model Samantha Maggio, in 2016. He has 2 children. Today he is 40. Justin Chon as Eric Yorkie, born May 29, 1981. Before playing Eric Yorkie, another one of Bella's unfortunate human admirers, Justin Chon had collected a handful of film and TV credits, including a main role on the teen Nick series Just Jordan. Since saying goodbye to Twilight, Chon's TV resume includes episodes of House and New Girl and a recurring role on Dr. Ken. He made his feature directorial debut with 2015's Man Up, and his second feature, Gook, which he also wrote, produced, and starred in, debuted at Sundance in 2017 and won the festival's Best of Next Audience award. He directed and starred opposite Alicia Vikander in Blue Bayou, 2021, and helmed multiple episodes of the Apple TV Plus drama series Pachinko. Chon has 2 children with his wife, Sasha Igorova. Today he is 44. Christian Serratos as Angela Weber, born September 21, 1990. Christian Serratos made her film debut as Bella's school friend Angela Weber, but had already appeared on a variety of TV shows, including Nickelodeon's Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Since Twilight ended, Serratos has appeared on American Horror Story and The Secret Life of the American Teenager, but is best known for playing Rosita Espinosa on The Walking Dead and Selena Quintanilla on Selena, the series. Serratos has 1 child with singer-songwriter David Boyd. Today she is 35.